Hey guys, let me ask you a question. Are you scared of bats? Some of you guys probably have never really thought about this that much, that question. Are bats scary? Well, bats by themselves, no. But rabies? Yeah, that is horrifying. Oh gosh, sorry. Bats by themselves aren't that scary. They look creepy. But I mean, if you look at a fruit bat, they look kind of cute. It's kind of like, aw, look at the little guy. You know, the big eyes. It's almost like a little flying puppy dog. Well, today, on this episode of Trash Readings, we're gonna be checking out SCP-9061, mainly because by the time this video comes out, it's probably gonna be deleted. Now, it's been flagged for deletion on the SCP Wiki, and trust me, you'll see why in just a little bit. I think it'd be really cool to read these SCPs before they're deleted, just to kinda, you know, have a memory of them. Like, you know me, I love bad horror, and to me, these are all gold-covered turds. But I like that. Maybe I like poop, you know? Don't judge. Now, it is hard. I'll find this, like, awful creepypasta, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good one to read. But then I wait a day, and then I wake up in the morning, and it's gone. But not today. Today, I got this one. Part of me is kind of just like, is it really worth it? But, I don't know. Maybe the author of this page will, I don't know, watch this video for some reason, and hopefully he'll learn a thing or two about how to, you know, write a proper scary monster. Spoiler alert, this sucks. You'll see why soon. Alright, so let's quit the yapping and start the slapping. This is SCP-9061. Containment Class: Esoteric. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-9061 is to be contained in an 11.5 by 12.6 foot, 144.9 square foot, concrete room behind an airlock door. The room itself must be filled with average human necessities. Okay, here's the first problem. It must be cleaned regularly on a weekly basis by at least 2 Class D personnel. Personnel interacting with SCP-9061 should avoid direct exposure to the anomaly to not risk injury. If you are going to have direct exposure, it is recommended to wear one of the many hazmat or radiation suits inside the airlock room. After use, it is required that you thoroughly clean the gear before putting it back on the racks. Yes, you know, just throw it in a sink and like scrub off all that radiation off of it. Yeah. Description: SCP-9061 is an apex predator originating from the species Redacted. It measures around 2.464 meters in height. How many inches is that? Or, I don't know. It appears to have thick black fur covering most of its body. However, its head is completely furless. It has wings resembling that of a bat with a wingspan of 6 feet. They have thin, sharp bones protruding at the end of each wing, which causes immense pain when the wings are used. So it hurts to, it can't fly because it hurts. Are the wings broken? No wonder this one's like gonna get deleted. Let's keep going. It has white sharp needle-like claws and teeth that can easily puncture bone and flesh. However, are very painful to use. So this thing just is in constant agony. It lacks eyes and ears, however still has great hearing, as it mainly uses echolocation to locate prey. However, no matter how menacing it is not hostile towards humans, and rather sees them as friends rather than prey. Only if threatened will it kill. It has photographic memory and will not forget anything. Stupid. SCP-9061 emits radiation levels of 59 SV. I don't know what that is, but I guess it's bad. Which can lead to death in 1 to 2 days, and a coma even quicker. Just say it causes a coma that leads to death in 1 to 2 days. Why say a coma even quicker? Like, obviously it's gonna be quicker. I need to stop. So that's why it is recommended you wear the radiation protective suits you see hanging on the racks in the airlock. Don't forget to spray them down. How do you even decontaminate radioactive like clothing like that? Can you even like clean it off? Well, maybe. There's that scene in Indiana Jones where they spray him down after the nuclear bomb. SCP-9061 was previously an asset to Tau-39, Animal Control, before it went rogue during a mission to contain a breached anomaly that had previously escaped into the wild. SCP-9061 would suddenly kill 3 members of the task force and cripple 6 more after he was accidentally hit with a taser. Discovery: SCP-9061 was found in a forest in British Columbia by a group of campers on November 18th, 2021. Here. Okay. They'd post a sighting on a cryptic creature roaming the forests of Canada. Sightings of the anomaly would soon skyrocket after more campers came and tried to capture the creature. Soon the Foundation would learn about the creature and send out Tau-39 to contain and capture the wild animal. Okay, so let's think about what this thing looks like. So it's a bat that has thick black fur all over its body, except its head. I guess its wings are hairy too for some reason. I don't know. I don't think bats have hairy wings. I think they're just hairless too. That's a bat. So it's, yeah, imagine this thing with bones sticking out of the like joints of its wings, so it hurts to fly. And it can't even like use its claws or teeth because it also hurts to use. So this thing is just hated by God. This thing was just created just to like be laughed at and just to feel nothing but pain. But also for some reason it's friendly to people. I don't know how that's weird. That doesn't really make any sense. So it's like, what does it eat? Yeah, I guarantee by the time this video is up, this page is going to be deleted. It really sucks because I've seen so many like bad SCPs and then I really want to make a video on them, but if I don't like jump on it like right away and just like record at least the story being read, then it's just gonna get deleted. But this, yeah, no, we're not missing anything if this one gets deleted. This sucks. And that's why it's a trash reading. Thank you guys for joining in this lecture today. I hope you learned something. I think this is a very good example of what not to do when writing a, SCP article, or hell, what not to do when writing a story in general. Don't make your monster suck. I think that's step 1. Alright, I gotta start reading some other pages before they get deleted too, so I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.